available, and Delight's just going to lock in the Leona, which is honestly one of the things with the Nico is you can send your clone out. If you're playing into like a Nautilus or something, you send the clone out, it body blocks the dredge line. That doesn't work on Leona, so it's actually
hold up, bottom dive potential here. Deal early.
They've got a pretty good angle. Where are they going to go? Looks like they do want to go straight into Ruler, and he just gets blown up immediately.
Doesn't have that same strong identity as I feel their last comp did with a really strong front line.
Cannon's here. They are going to drop the ult here on Zeka. He's got his flash. He's going to try to flash over it, but Cannon's still on top of the Silas. And another rock comes through, and Chovy easily cleans that one up.
Honestly, Ocean Dragon, I feel like early dragons, you never really talk that much about the stat impact, but the sustain from an Ocean could actually go.
Still holds his ultimate here. There's no objective for it. And Chovy's just chilling, looking for the ult again.
Cannon's here. Zeka, no flash, no ult, stolen, and he's just a sitting duck. Nowhere for him to run, nowhere for him to hide, and Canyon picks up. I don't think he even finished the rod, which will be his first item. So they're going to throw an ult in onto Duro, but he is totally fine. And now we got a slap pale from the side of Canyon as the stolen Nico ultimate doesn't do anything. Everybody on the side of HLE is just melting as they take a questionable fight, and Canyon knocks it down. As we wanted to see more from the man, he's showing it to us right here in Game 3.
I said I don't know if we can count Hanwa Life Esports. Yeah, just a free herald, as you say. And
all right, Duro gonna meet his opposing support. Delight continuing on this one. Zeus is nearby, level 11. They will be able to keep Duro down. As Duro thought, you know, well, we got total control up on the top side, but he's gonna pay for it with his life. And Cannon gets in, gets the Rift Herald, and gets out. So not the end of the world here for Gen.G. They will get the objective.
Yeah, Hanwa need to get more.
Oh, just a nice bait from Peanut, I suppose. Or did he overstep? Is the question. Delight and Zeka here. They're going to go for the re-engage. We got Corky. Viper is on the way. They're going to pull back Canyon, who is in a lot of trouble here and will be given a shutdown. Viper, he gets ulted by the Kazante, but he's totally fine for a while until Ruler makes his way to the back line. But that's a very squishy Kaisa, who goes straight into two melee members, and he gets punished immediately. Chovy, now he's got double buff, and
he doesn't have ult yet.
There's so much money in this Aurora. Now, who is going to collect the pinata is the only question. They're going on in. They're committing hard onto this kill for Chovy. It's taking quite a while, though, and they give the kill 1,000 gold over to Zeus. But the ensuing fight is not looking too good for the side of Hanwa. Zeka trying to get away, and a missed Nico ult. Looks like Zeka will just sacrifice. Nearly even takes out Ruler. And look at this in mid. Viper's getting a free turret, and Hanwa Life are kind of getting big wins here on the map, and Genji are being run around even with their gigantic lead.
It's bit by bit, it's chisel by chisel, but Hanwa Life are certainly finding some angles in this game.
They're looking for more. Keen up here on the top side is a bit of a broken up play, as now Peanut is going to be isolated, and Zeus can't do much to help him, as now he's going to be bopped back and tries to hop away. Even Delight is desperately trying to save him, but he won't be able to. It's a double kill for Keen Sante, and Hanwa Life just throw it immediately back into Gen.G's favor on a close
one. You got a ton of gold. You have Viper pushing mid. If you just break and disengage here, that's a good play.
Yeah, I mean, now you're back in the favor of Gen.G.
Yeah, it was not even cut your losses, cut your wins.
Yeah.
You had it. But now Gen.G, 6,000 gold lead at this point. And, you know, we talked about Chovy being super fed. Ruler got a lot of gold on the back of that on this Kais Extreme. So they're just going to proc so much healing off those. And they're feeling so confident now. They're starting off the Arakan.
Yeah, Peanut being zoned quite a bit. He is able to get into the pit, though. Going to be a bit of a flip here as it does go to Peanut. He gets into the three-man ult, comes in from Zeka. They don't have the damage follow-up, though. And Keen is the target here for Hanwa Life. It's not a good one. As in goes Chovy now, taking a bunch from the front line as he will go down. But now look at Ruler. He's totally unleashed. Nobody can take him down. As Zeus Viper trying to go in, and they trade, actually. Will be enough, potentially, as Zeus gets a big cut. Picks up a kill, but he will be taken down at the very end. So he hops away still. Nice win for Gen.G. There's no catch on the top side of Chovy, and they just get a free inner on the bottom side.
All right, what if? But
yeah, I think that's the perspective. This game should have been over and done for a long time for Gen.G, and I think that's why we feel so hesitant about it, because HLE are making it feel uncomfortable from the perspective of Gen.G.
Wombo combo earlier. All right, Keen.
All right, nice. Big engage, though, on top of Viper. He's isolated in the backside, and Ruler just assassinates him. Very nice engage here from the side of Duro. That's more of what we expected from this guy, what we saw in the regular season, and now Delight has to flash away. HLE, they had an angle back in, and it's technically
with the fact that they had Chovy crashing that wave into inner, that all that power, the collapse power, meant that it wasn't greedy at all, it wasn't risky even a little bit, and it just guaranteed.
2 levels ahead of Peanut. Remember, Peanut got that dive in the bottom lane, and since then hasn't really been able to do too much. They're trying to turn on the Canyon, though, as the stolen Impale comes through, and the real Impale does a lot more. Catches 3 in the front with a Nico at the same time, and I think the Wallet's just going to get the job done. Chovy comes on over, and Zeus, he's very fed relatively to his team, but it's not going to be enough. Peanut getting low as well. Will be finished off. It's a clean ace for Gen.G as finally they show some signs of life in this series.
And I think relief for Gen.G fans everywhere, as this is the dominant showing we saw from this team all year long in terms of LCK, in terms of regular season matchups where they are undefeated, and peak Gen.G form does show up here in Game 3. They will not go down without a fight. It is not going to be a 3-0, but this